Hello everyone. Today we are going to do lesson 1, the portrait of a lady of your main reader Hornbill. Now this particular story has been written by an Indian author Khushwant Singh. Fine, and he basically was, of course, a very proficient writer. He was a lawyer, he was a diplomat, and he has written many stories basically based on human relationships. Fine, he has talked about the social reality in his various works. So and his first novel, of course, you must have heard about it, and if you click on any of your Google websites, the first thing that you get to know about him is A Train to Pakistan. Fine, if you could read a summary of this particular novel of his, you will definitely enjoy reading it. You will feel nostalgic. You will be able to understand the writing style of Khushwant Singh better. In this particular story, which is set in our syllabus, Khushwant Singh talks about relationships. He talks about the relationship between a grandmother and her grandson, and he has described it beautifully. Believe me, it has been years since I have been teaching this particular story to the students. Every time I explain this story to my students, I have goosebumps. The way they have described the relationship between the grandmother and the grandson is beautiful. The language is beautiful. You can almost see yourself experiencing those emotions. You can, at various places, imagine exactly what Khushwant Singh wants his reader to imagine with his beautiful use of words. Okay, so let's try and read the story together and figure out what exactly he is trying to tell us in his beautiful story, The Portrait of a Lady. My grandmother, like everybody's grandmother, was an old woman. My grandmother, the grandmother of Khushwant Singh, this is his own autobiographical, write up. So it is about him only. My refers to Khushwant Singh here. She had been old and wrinkled for the 20 years that I had known her. She had always been, aged. He doesn't remember her being young, and he has always seen her wrinkled skin and look like a very very old lady. People said that she had once been young and pretty and had even had a husband. That also he does not recollect. People tell him that, of course, she was married and she had a husband and she was young and pretty once upon a time. But as of now, Khushwant Singh does not remember any part of his grandmother's young age, fine, nor has he ever seen his grandfather. But that was hard to believe because he had never seen it. My grandfather's portrait hung above the mantelpiece in the drawing room. He wore a big turban and loose fitting clothes. This is the description of the grandfather in the portrait. His long white beard covered the best part of his chest, and he looked at least 300 years old. That old he looked in the picture, the photograph which was hanged above the mantelpiece. Okay, mantelpiece is a slab usually which is there on top of fireplaces. If you have seen in movies, usually people keep some beautiful antique pieces on them, decorative pieces on them, और उसके ऊपर they hang something, maybe a portrait or a scenery or something. So that place, that area on the mantelpiece, over the mantelpiece of his living room, had the portrait of his grandfather. He did not look the sort of person who would have a wife or a children. He looked as if he could only have lots and lots of grandchildren. That old he looked in that particular photograph. As for my grandmother being young and pretty, the thought was almost revolting. It was, very, very difficult for him to even imagine the grandmother as a young lady. She often told us of the games she used to play as a child. That seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part. They had never seen grandmother in, that way. So undignified actually is not in the real sense of the word, but it is only that they could not imagine. Khushwant Singh and whomever, the grandmother used to say that when she was a child, she used to play these games. It was hard for them to imagine. They could not correlate that a lady as old as the grandmother could have ever played such games. That seemed quite absurd and undignified on her part, and we treated it like the fables of the prophets she used to tell us. Fables are again stories, fine, of the prophets she used to tell us, she used to narrate. So they used to think that this is also something imaginary, something fictitious, which is a story like thing which grandmother makes up for them and tells them. She had always been short and fat and slightly bent. This is the physical description of the grandmother. Her face was a crisscross of wrinkles running from everywhere to everywhere. Her face was wrinkled, full of wrinkles. Fine. No, we were certain she had always been as we had known her. Old, so terribly old that she could not have grown older and had stayed at the same age for 20 years. So the author is just trying to describe that how old she was, and he believed that she could grow no longer in age, and this is the oldest that she could ever look.